Hello there, and welcome to the job training video for the Integration Marketing JV Recruiter. This is going to be a job overview and step-by-step walkthrough training of all job tasks that are going to be required of you. Once again, we want to say congratulations and welcome. Inside this training, you're going to be given a big picture overview of exactly what your job will involve. Then we will go into specific detail on each one of your work tasks, so you gain a complete 100% understanding of everything you need to do. Important point here, you are now in the training phase. Your employer wants and expects you to ask him or her any questions you may have for further clarification, so relax. And finally, the first 1 to 2 times that you apply your work tasks will be considered practice runs. So take as much time as you need to study this training. The bottom line is we want you to be comfortable. Now real quick, I'm sure you're wondering, first of all, what the heck is integration marketing? And I'm going to say, don't worry, it's a big fancy term for a very simple process. But it's important that you understand what exactly this is so you can do your job right. Basically, your employer, one of the main things that your employer does to build his business online is he builds an email list of interested people, of potential customers, okay? And your employer has a setup in his business where every single day a certain amount of new subscribers are coming onto your employer's email list. Now, integration marketing is all about getting another marketer who's in a similar situation to your employer to put your employer's advertisement or link inside their marketing funnel, inside their sales process or their email list follow-up series, and in turn your employer will do the same. So what that means is your employer and this joint venture person, this integration marketer that you're finding for your employer, they will basically be exchanging leads. So every day your employer will be sending a certain amount of clicks over to your employer's integration marketing partner, and the integration marketing partner, which is just somebody just like your employer who has their own email lists, will be sending a certain amount of clicks or interested prospects, potential customers, over to your employer. And the way this works, just to be very clear here, is your employer and your potential and the integration marketing partners, they have email marketing list systems where once a new subscriber comes in, every single day that new subscriber will get an automatic new message. So on day 1 they get message number 1, on day 2 they get message number 2, on day 3 they get message number 3, and it's all set up ahead of time and it's all automated. So when the integration marketing takes place, your employer will be putting the integration marketing partner's email advertisement in one of those automated follow-up pieces, maybe on day 4 or day 5, etc. And the integration marketing partner that you're going to be finding for your employer will be doing the same. He or she will be putting your employer's email ad or link or whatever it is inside one of their automated follow-up messages inside their autoresponder. What that means is as long as each partner is doing their job and getting a consistent 50 or 100 leads a day, a certain amount of those leads are going to be getting your employer's email advertisement when that day arrives. So that's integration marketing. It's basically doing an ad swap, but it's automated and it's an ongoing thing. So I hope that makes sense. It's really simple. You don't really need to know all about that, but I just wanted to give you that brief little education on what it is, so in case you have any questions there. Okay, well, now that we've done that brief education on exactly what integration marketing is, we can now talk about your actual job tasks, the overview of them, of exactly what you're going to be doing each day as the Integration Marketing JV Recruiter. And don't worry if any of this is a little bit hard to understand at this point. After I rattle through these steps, I'm going to actually do a live walkthrough example in a screen capture mode, so you could actually see me literally doing an actual job that you'd be doing, okay? So I'll get right to that in a little bit, but for now let's talk about this. In a nutshell, your job will consist of browsing through the top forums in your employer's niche area. Most likely this will be either the internet marketing / make money online niche, or the dating niche, because those are the two most common market areas where people do this kind of marketing. But it might not be those two, just so you know. But and you're going to be posting and or responding to at least 2 integration marketing partner wanted posts or threads, whatever you want to call them, each day. Okay. Now, these are people that will be posting just like you will be, who have their own email lists with their own automated follow-up systems, and they're looking for other people to integrate their marketing with. So they want to put their ad and their follow-up of their autoresponder. The autoresponder is just the email follow-up software, if you didn't know that. And so there are a lot of people that are looking to do this thing called integration marketing, and it's your job to either find them by finding posts where people are clearly stating that they're looking for an integration marketing partner, or if you don't see any, you're going to be making a post so other people that might be interested can find that post and then reply to you. Okay. The next thing is, when you get a reply that they are interested, whether or not you initiated the thread or whether or not you were just replying back to them and then they reply back to you. But when you get the reply that they are interested in setting up an integration marketing JV, you will initiate a private message with the person asking them for proof that they are at least getting 50 new leads a day into their marketing funnel. Now, this number 50, that's not written in stone, and as I wrote down here, your employer may choose to increase or decrease this number. But the bottom line, from what I've experienced, unless somebody's getting around 50 new leads a day, maybe at the minimum 30 new leads a day, they're not really going to be able to send any significant amount of traffic to the partner that they have placed in their follow-up sequence. So that's generally a number that I shoot for, but then again, your employer may want to change that. The way you get proof is you just want to see a screenshot. You're going to ask them to send a screenshot picture of some sort of tracking program that has shown how many clicks their list has sent on a single mailing. And the way you're going to get the proof for this is you're going to simply ask them to log into whatever email marketing service provider that they use, and to give you a screenshot that will show 5 to 7 days worth of daily leads. Okay, you want to see at least 5 to 6 to 7 days where it shows the lead count and how many new subscribers came in, and that number is at least 50. Okay, and that should be easy enough for them to do. There's nothing wrong with asking for that. So again, you'll simply be asking them for that, and they will be taking a screenshot of their account and their email marketing service provider, showing you that over 5 to 7 days, each day they were getting on average 50 new leads coming in. And sometimes this might not be every single day. There might be a couple days where it slows down. Then they might have a big day where they get like 100 or 200 leads in. So what you're really looking for is an average of 50 new leads a day, and you just use your best judgment for that. Okay, but yeah, you want to make them send you image proof. Okay, and of course you're going to be doing the same to them, and your employer will be providing you with all the images and proof elements that you'll need to send back to these potential integration marketing partners. Okay, so you can also give them the same thing you're asking of them. Next, you will ask them specifically where your employer's ad or link, the email ad that your employer will want people to see. You want to know where that's going to appear in this person's marketing funnel. Now, real quick about the marketing funnel, there's all these different places, right? There's the immediately after somebody subscribes to the potential JV integration marketer, that could be a place where your employer's ad would show. It could be in one of the first follow-up emails. Every day a new email goes out. Day 1, day 2, day 3. It could be maybe day 4. That could be the integration email. But the bottom line is you want to know exactly where your employer's ad is going to appear within this integration marketing partner's marketing funnel. Okay, so make sure you get that piece of information. And finally, of course, if the person asks how many new leads your employer is getting each day and where their ad or link is going to be placed in your employer's marketing funnel, simply respond with the information your employer will have already provided you with. Again, your employer will be providing you with this information beforehand. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, now if everything looks good, or at least good enough from what you're what your point of view is, you will forward, basically, which means copy and paste your entire dialogue with each potential integration marketing partner to your employer, okay? You will forward the entire dialogue. Of course, you would be forwarding any of those proof images that the potential integration marketing partner were giving you. You're going to be forwarding that to your employer, and any and all this pertinent information you will be forwarding to your employer. And then finally, your employer will be the one who finalizes the deal, because your employer will want to take a couple more extra measures to really make sure that this person is somebody that he or she wants to integrate into his or her marketing funnel. Alright, so now that we've gone through all that, let's go to the actual job training walkthrough example. Now, it's really important to pay very close attention here, because I'm going to be actually walking through exactly what you're going to be doing each day for your job. So I'll be right back with you in the screen capture mode. Okay, so welcome to the actual walkthrough example of exactly what you're going to be doing every day as an integration marketing JV finder. If you don't know what JV is, by the way, that simply means joint venture. It's a term business people use when they're doing some kind of a partnership thing. Don't worry about that. So anyways, right now, as you can see, I'm on a site called the Warrior Forum. Most likely, this is the only forum you will be using as an integration marketing JV finder, because your employer will most likely be in the internet marketing niche for this type of a job that you're being hired for. Okay, so let me just basically show you what you'll be doing. You'll be going to the site just to make sure you have the URL. You can see it right there, www.warriorforum.com. Your employer will be giving you his or her login. Okay, so you're able to log in, or he or she will be giving you a login. It might not be his or her login, but it's a login that will more than suffice. Okay. Alternatively, you might have your own login that you're able to use, but once you're logged in, and basically what you do is in the right corner. I'm already logged in, but let me log out real quick. So now I'm logged out. When you hit this site, let's go back to the home page. When you hit the site, in the top right, there's a login area. I'm just going to log in with my particular information, but you'll be logging in with yours. Again, most likely your employer will give that to you. The next thing you're going to do is hit Warrior Special Offers Forum, the second little area here. And that actually forgive me, that's not where you're going to be going. Okay, what you will be doing actually is, once you're at the top, you're going to be scrolling all the way down to this section right here called Warrior Joint Ventures. Okay, you're going to click in there, and what you're looking for now, what you're going to do is you're going to first look for anybody who might have posted an integration marketing type of a thing. So I'm going to pause this real quick and take a look. Okay, right now I'm not really seeing anybody who's posting specifically for integration marketing, but that's okay, because most likely you won't find those that often. People usually work those things out sort of like behind the scenes. So what you're looking for here is anybody who is looking for some kind of a JV or joint venture that involves list building. Okay, so let's read here. This first one, hungry new email list in the IM with internet marketing niche, swaps JVs open for offers. This is a perfect candidate here. So again, what you're looking for is people that are doing list building that are looking for JVs. Okay, so let's see what this person says. Hey guys, I have a hungry list of 350 brand new hungry buyers which generate, that's funny, 50 plus clicks per mailing. Okay, this actually isn't what we're looking for, because this guy is talking about a buyer's list. Okay, we're looking more for people that have normal email lists. Okay, so let's scroll down a little bit. Let's take a look at this guy. Very responsive list. We want to see if he's doing any kind of JV stuff. I'm currently looking for people interested in driving targeted traffic to their pages. Okay, this guy, it doesn't say JV, but he's got a good, so we'll use somebody else as an example. Okay. Okay. Let me pause this again so we don't bore you. Okay, this might be a good one. JV/ad swaps, 40K in the IM niche. Okay. This looks interesting. Let's take a look here. Looking for ad swaps. My list is 100,000. So again, the criteria here is that they're that they use, that they're doing list building, and they use the word JV somehow. Okay, so that's all I need to see for this guy's post. I would respond to him simply by, what I would actually do is I would click on this. I would click on this on the actual name of the person, and I would scroll down to send a private message. Okay, you should be able to do this if you're on your employer's account or one of your employer's account. And here is what you're going to write. Okay, I would simply just type integration marketing partner wanted. Integration marketing partner wanted. Alternatively, you might want to write interested in integration marketing. One of those two. Your employer will probably give you specifically the verbiage he or she wants to use. Okay, but for this standard example, this is fine. Integration marketing partner wanted. Okay, then for the message, let me write the message real quick and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I just wrote that email, and I want you to pay close attention to this and even refer back to this when you're actually doing your job, because you'll be able to use this verbatim exactly the way I wrote it. Okay, here's how it goes. Obviously, we had the title for the post, integration marketing partner wanted. That's more than good enough. Hey name, whatever the name of the person is. If you don't have their name, you simply use their user ID that's by their post. You know what I mean, right? I'm currently aggressively building an IM/make money online list, or whatever the niche is, and I gain a consistent whatever amount of new leads each day. Now your employer is going to give you this number. Okay, it may be more, maybe less. I'm interested in integrating by placing each other's, I think that's one word, each other's squeeze page ads in each other's automated follow-up series. That's the automated messages that come up out of the email program. Okay, ideally sometime in the first 7 days after someone subscribes. That just means that we want them to place the employer's ad, your employer's ad, sometime relatively soon, within the first 7 days that the new subscriber gets on this person's email list. Okay, so it's a fresh lead. However, this is for serious list builders only. As the amount of daily subscribers to my list increases, I would expect you to keep pace. That just means that, if my list starts sending, if I start getting 70 or 80 or 100 new leads a day, if your employer starts getting that many new leads on his list each day, he would want, it's only fair for the integration partner to be getting the same amount of new leads, because that means the same amount of people are going to end up being exposed on a daily basis to your employer's ad, if you know what I mean, in the follow-up sequence. Anyways, let me know if you're interested. This could be a great stream of additional free subscribers for both of us. Best regards, and your employer's name. Okay, so that's exactly how you go about writing that ad. And once you're done writing, what you're going to do is at least 2 times each day, but probably your employer is going to want to be more than 3 or 4 times each day. As you can see, it's a relatively easy thing, though. It only takes about 5 minutes to do this. Okay, you're going to be posting ads like this to qualified people who are aggressive list builders and use the word JV in their post somewhere. Okay, now as we talked about earlier, you're going to be looking for like 2 things. You're going to be wanting proof that these potential integration marketing partners are getting at least 50 or so new leads a day onto their email lists, or whatever is an equal amount to what your employer gets. Okay, and the way they're going to be giving you that proof is you're going to ask them to log in to their email marketing software or their online, their online email marketing service provider interface, and you're going to want them to take screenshots of at least 4 to 5 days that show the amount of leads coming in for each day. Okay, and you're also going to be replying back to them with that same information from that your employer would have actually already given you. Okay, your employer is already going to give you screenshots of 5 or so days that show the amount of daily leads coming in each day. Okay, And the other thing is you're going to be asking, you're going to want to know where this potential integration marketing partner is planning to place you, is going to place your employer's ad in their integration marketing funnel. Okay, in their marketing funnel. Is it going to be the 7th message that goes out? Is it going to be the 5th message that goes out to new subscribers, etc.? And of course, your employer will also be giving you that information so you can reply back to this person with that same information. Okay, so that's really all there is to it. And once you have a good dialogue with any of these people, and everything seems to check out, everything looks good, you're going to copy, of course, the entire dialogue that you've had with this person, and you're going to send it to your employer, along with any proof items, the images, okay, that the potential integration marketing partner has given you. And of course, the information as to where they will be placing your employer's ad in their marketing funnel. Okay, that's all there is to it. For your job, it's obviously a relatively easy job. The only thing that might confuse you is some of the verbiage and some of the things I've been talking about here, because there are some slightly not mainstream marketing concepts that you might not have heard before. So the bottom line is your employer wants you to reach out to him or her and ask him or her as many questions as you need for clarification. Don't worry about it. And there's no such thing as a stupid question. Your employer wants to help you. He or she wants you to be comfortable. So if there's anything in this training that you're confused about, if there's something you don't really understand, if a concept is kind of confusing, please, your employer wants to hear from you. And again, don't forget that your first 1 or 2 jobs are going to be considered practice jobs. So your first 1 or 2 days when you submit those 3 to 4 of these posts each day, they're going to be considered practice runs. So don't worry if you don't get it perfect the first time. Your employer is looking for a long-time, mutually profitable business relationship. So that's it. I would go through the training at least 3 more times, study it as much as you can, and then contact your employer and let him or her know that you're ready for your first practice job. Okay? That's it. Thank you again for watching this training. Welcome to the team, and your employer will be in contact with you shortly.